Well, hello and welcome back, and thank you for coming back. Today we're in downtown Kato Paphos, just off our favourite street, Bar Street, and I think I brought my friend. I just don't know where she is. Misochi Recevi LaBouffe, where are you? There's LaBouffe. What are you up to, LaBouffe?
Hello, everybody. Hello. How nice to see you again and again. How are you today? Hopefully. You okay?
Not too bad. Come on, LaBouffe.
I ask you, Mr.
No, come on, LaBouffe. We've got places to go and places to see. Don't forget your hat.
Mr. Paul,
Yes.
have you locked the car?
Yes, I've locked the car, LaBouffe. Right, come on, LaBouffe. I've got a can of Coke, and it's time to go up our favourite street, what's known commonly in Paphos as Bar Street. And some of it's open and some of it's closed, so let's go have a quick look around and see what we can find. There's one of those machines called the double strike, and it's also got the kicker. So, if you put a few cents in there, you can kick, however, well, normally you kick it, see? You kick it, or you can punch it. So, which would you like to do, LaBouffe?
Everything.
Everything. So you want to kick me and punch me?
Yes.
Exactly. I thought you would. So you can abuse me later. There's that lovely little church, which, just so you understand, Mr. Canvas Bed, who I told you came here with his girlfriend in 2003, and then they got married.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know how to say this, but he said that his son, he believes, was conceived, see I said it nicely, in Cyprus. So that means in 2000, conceived, produced, yes.
Oh.
So what that means is in 2003, so their son was born in 2004, so that would make their son, wait for it, my maths is not that good, 16, 17, he's 18. My God, he's a young man. He could actually come to Cyprus on his own and have a whole day. In fact, why is he not clicked and subscribed, Mr. Canvas Bed? LaBouffe, what have you got to say?
I have found a nice cat.
Mm-hmm.
It's white and rose color. No?
White and rose colour, white and ginger colour.
Ginger.
Right. What have you got to say, LaBouffe?
You know how happy I'm glad that you produced this nice
Young man.
young man in Cyprus.
Yes.
So people normally say that it's an island of love.
It is the island of
And
love.
this man is going to be done. No,
Yes.
it's already
So
done.
I'm wondering, Mr. Canvas Bed, has your son actually been to Paphos on holiday, or is he going to come this year? If he does, drop it in the comments, and well, we'll buy him a beer to celebrate the fact that he was conceived in downtown Paphos. This bar appears to be getting ready to open, LaBouffe. But they're grand, because there's been a few changes there. One, it's been all demasked because it was barricaded off, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So something's going on, because it actually looks like quite a nice bar. If I show you through the window, quite pleasant, and we can see that there is some COVID-19 spray and tissue, so that would mean that it's open. It's probably going to open tonight. LaBouffe, what have you got to say?
I would like to have a visit in this bar one day.
One day we'll find one of our wonderful subscribers and we'll come down here and we'll treat them to a drink or something. Right, LaBouffe, let's get over here. There's one of our favourite bars over there, which is being extended. This is the extension on the Linekers Bar. Now you can hear some voices because there are people in there working, and they are knocking 7 bells out of the place because they're in a big rush to actually fit it all out and extend it and make it as nice as this part of the Linekers Bar. Look at that. One of the best bars in the whole of the Paphos area, and in fact this is the spot a few days ago that we met 2 of our subscribers, 2 lovely American people that flew over from Jordan. So Paul and Claire, if you're watching, we salute you. I've got a can of Coke in my hand as always. A great American product, as you can see. LaBouffe, there's a bit of wood, so it could be time.
Paul and Claire, I remember that man with the lovely greenish, bluish eyes, full of happiness. And there is no doubt his wife is even nicer woman. But she was doing something there, and Mr. Paul was waiting for her. Thanks a lot.
Right, it's time, LaBouffe. There's a bit of wood. Get on there and let's do some chuchuchki dancing, because this is what our subscribers want to see. Absolutely wonderful. Right, come on, LaBouffe. Let's continue our passage up Bar Street. Yes, LaBouffe.
Without chichotka boots, the chichotka is not that nice.
Well, luckily the wood was a bit old, so there was a bit of movement in the wood, so therefore we got quite a lot of an echo, and it was quite pleasant. So here is the, should we say, the less salubrious part of Bar Street, but as I've told you in a previous video, we have been informed that this monstrosity here has been purchased, and in the very near future someone is going to knock 7 bells out of it and turn it into a rather nice restaurant cum lounge bar. That's what we've been told. There's the former Linekers Bar over there. Busy road here tonight, LaBouffe.
Yes.
Very, very busy. So that's the former Linekers Bar over there, which apparently no one has purchased. But this is life. In time, I believe someone will buy it and someone will do it all up. Here is that Kung Fu Centre. Look at that. Wow. It's actually open. And there they are doing a bit of Kung Fu. Wow. Yes, yes. Wow, wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. There's a bit of life coming back to Bar Street. There's some people practicing their Kung Fu. I wouldn't want to mess with that lady, that's for sure. She looked rather proficient at her art and her sport. But wow. So, as we can see, every time we come down Bar Street, something new is going on. And I am so happy that slowly but surely it is being rejuvenated. And I understand that our subscribers also want it to become that fun, fabulous place that it was in the early 2000s. LaBouffe, watch the tree. Very off, LaBouffe. And that one's opened as well. Look at that, absolutely wonderful. There's a man smiling. What's it called, LaBouffe? Go and ask him what this place is called. Because this is one we spotted. We spotted this place a couple of weeks ago, and there it is. There we go. So it's called the El Marion. And it's an authentic Greek restaurant.
The Greek special restaurant.
So it's a Greek. Original. So you're Greek and not Cypriot?
Yes, I am Greek.
So there we go. So this is a Greek gentleman who's opened a Greek restaurant at the top end of Boston.
I am cook, Magiras.
Aha.
Not chef.
Okay.
Magiras Elinikos. Okay?
Right, okay. So we're pronouncing it correctly or incorrectly. It looks like a really, really nice restaurant, and I'm really, really happy that the place has opened. I'll show you the outside of it, because it does look very, very nice, very, very welcoming. And the man was a lovely man.
Yeah.
That was for sure. So we understand he wants the money, but he was a welcoming man with a lovely smile on his face, and he told us he's an authentic Greek chef. So that means you're going to get proper moussaka. What else do they do in Greece?
Well, they do gyros. They do all sort of pies, spinach pies, cheese pie, meat pie. They do.
Say that again. Say pie.
Pie.
Pie. Pie. Can you say pie and chips?
Pie and chips.
Pie and chips. That's it. We'll open a fish and chip shop, and I'll specialise in the fish and chips, and she'll specialise in the pie and chips. So, we don't like that place over there. So he's not on our list. We've fallen out. So we'll proceed to the end of the Bar Street, and then I think we might walk you down to the plyage. Yes, LaBouffe?
Yes, why not?
Yes, why not? But as we approach, we are going to go past the Keg and Barrel Bar, which is actually the last bar on Bar Street. So let's cross the road, LaBouffe, so that we can actually get a better pan round onto it. So that is the Keg and the Barrel. Again, a very, very well established bar, little restaurant as well. It does make, you know, snacks and that sort of thing. And it's a very, very well established bar. It's been in Paphos well from before I arrived, that's for sure. So I'll show you around again. It's called the Keg and the Barrel. Very, very easy to find, especially because right across the road to it is possibly the greatest fish and chip shop in the world. And there it is, TJ's. So that is the greatest fish and chip shop in the whole of Paphos. You can eat in and you can dine away. There she is waving away. She understands that there's a lunatic but we are one of their patrons, obviously. So we're going to walk down and we're going to get to the plage to the rear of the Alexander the Great Hotel. Who do we know that likes the Alexander the Great Hotel?
It's Miss Caroline.
Mrs. Caroline, yes.
Sweet Caroline.
Sweet Caroline. I'm sure Nigel must sing that to her every night. And if he doesn't, I wonder if Miss Ellie can sing.
This
Because
one
she
is
probably
Georgian
can.
cuisine.
And this is a Georgian cuisine. It's called the Corner Restaurant.
Georgian restaurant.
And it does international cuisine, but it actually specialises in Georgian cuisine. So obviously that is a place that's very, very fond in Marika's heart because her mother is Georgian. So stick with us for a little bit longer as we go into this shaded area. How do you say that hotel, Libby?
Almira.
Almira.
Yes.
So is that a nice hotel?
It is very nice
Is it?
hotel, Mr.
Okay, so if anyone is going to stay in the Almira Hotel, drop it in the comments. And guess what? I think you understand now we could make an especially for you. Now a
We
little
can
bit
make
later,
a specialist, especially.
especially a specialist for you. There we go. That's a new one. So not just especially for you, but an especially for you. We're about to be propositioned to go into this restaurant, which is called the, what's it called? It's called the Viva Cypress. Very nice restaurant. We'll take one. Excellent. Very polite young man who gave us one of the menus and an invite card in. It's quite a nice restaurant. One of these days we'll go there.
You know, it's the area, and I'm glad for it, is getting more and more life and busy.
Now,
Because now,
there's one of those machines.
yeah,
We've never forgotten you, Mr. Corey, and we also have a new friend called Mr. Reese. So, that's two young men that we know that whiz around Paphos on those. What's it called, the beef? The Greek Taverna Estia. It looks like a very, very nice restaurant, to be honest. Very nice indeed. Very clean, very well presented. The chairs look very, very comfortable. So it's called the Estia Traditional Greek Restaurant.
Taverna.
Wow, very, very
It's
nice.
in the original traditions of Greece, and if you go inside, they've done the atmosphere and arrangement in a Greek tradition.
It's in a Greek tradition, okay. Because there are, just so you understand, very subtle differences, but there are differences between Greek cuisine and Cypriot Greek cuisine, because it's slightly different. It's, shall we say, without trying to insult anybody, it's the difference between I'm Welsh and English people. Sometimes we get on, and sometimes we don't. Let's use this thing called, I don't know what it's called. What's that called, the booth? What's it called?
Zebra.
A zebra crossing. Let's see if anyone wants to stop. No. Didn't think they wanted to stop. No. There we go. That one's decided to stop, so we'll say thank you to him. I wonder if this one's going to stop. And we'll say thank you to him. Excellent. Because it is quite rare for people to stop on one of those whitey liney things inside the I think they stopped because they thought, what is that
Somebody's
idiot holding in his
filming.
hand?
Yeah.
Anyway, where are we now, the booth?
Well, we are now in Almira Spa, behind side, or
Yes.
how you say rear side.
The rear side. So we're going to sneak down this little alleyway. I've got another idea. Let's go onto that raised platform and see if anything's changed in the padlocks. Because we came out here once before, but the wind was absolutely atrocious.
Yeah.
Now I remember this man. Yes, yes. Are you okay? I remember him. He was practicing his skateboard up in the old town. Do you remember?
Yeah.
And he was practicing how to turn his skateboard round over a plank of wood.
Yeah.
You may have thought he wasn't very skilled, but I understood that he was, because it's very, very difficult, and he was practicing his tricks. Anyway, stick with us, because we understand that this channel is about three things: those views, your views, and my views. So stick with us. We're going to walk out to the end here, and you're going to get a view to die for. Here it comes. That is the Alexander the Great. Now, I think that this pool on this side is quite new, isn't it? Well, it's been refurbished.
Yeah.
So maybe, I'm not sure, drop it in the comments, but maybe the Carters, Caroline and Nigel, haven't seen this part.
Oh,
Because
I think
of course, yes?
Yes, I
Yes,
think
well,
they-
I'm sure she'll let us know.
they
Anyway,
probably did.
here's the view. Look at that. LaBouffe, what have you got to say?
That one is Linekers Bar, and this one, so it's actually this thing divides these two hotels. Well, I would like to say thank you ever so much that you staying with us, that you supporting with us, every single of yours. I have to mention, I would like to mention, but I'm afraid I would not be able to mention all in your names. I remember all of you, and thank you, big thank you for watching us, and come back again. Don't forget to click and subscribe.
So we'd like to thank you for watching, and we'd like to say thank you ever so much. We have hit the magic 250. We understand that you won't see this for a couple of days, and we understand to some of you it's important, like Mr. Paul Butler, and to some of you it's not important. But we thank you all for the support that you've given us, and we now would like to roll on to the big 500 and beyond. If there's anything you'd like us to do, anywhere you'd like to go, us to go within reason in the Paphos district, please drop it in the comments and we willingly will. I'm going to leave you with a spectacular view, and the sun is setting in the sky. Thanks for watching.